Have you ever felt a burden that weighed you down so much that you didn't even know who you were anymore? Well, stick around because we're going to be talking to one of our authors of our upcoming book, Unstoppable, where we're going to talk about releasing those burdens so that you can live your real life. I don't know what happened there, but hey, I'm Linda Sunshine West. I'm the founder and CEO of Action Takers Publishing. And I'm excited to talk about one of our most recently released books called Unstoppable: Female Entrepreneurs Living Fearlessly. In this book, our entrepreneurs are sharing their stories of them, on their entrepreneurial journey and how they have made it through the different challenges that have come along the way. I'm excited to introduce to you one of our authors, Fari Eskandari Gonzaque. Gonzaque? I said it right, Fari.
Yes.
I said it right. Yay, yay. I pride myself in saying names right. And Fari, I'm so excited to have you on this journey because I remember the very first day I met you, I was like, wow, this woman is absolutely amazing. Somebody I would love to have in my life. And here you are in my life. So it's been an amazing journey with you. And just want to share with everybody just a little bit about who you are. I know you also go by the name of Fari Transformation. So why don't you talk about that a little bit?
Thank you so much for having me here. You are truly a joy to be with. And, I told you that before, I mean it. um, I am Fari. It's easier for everyone to, yes, Fari Eskandari Gonzaque. My husband's last name is too long, French Creole, in my last name. So it's easier for everyone to know as Fari Transformation. And they will always remember that. Um, I was originally born and raised in Iran, and I left Iran at the age of 20, and that was coming up to 46 years ago, because I'm now 66. So, lived in three different continents, have done many, many different things in life. Was in fashion in England, had my own shop, and then I came to America, being a fitness trainer, and alongside being a fitness trainer, um, uh, talking, chit chatting with people, not realizing that I was actually coaching them. And so it was a fitness trainer slash life coach, and um, going through so many traumas and challenges, it got me to realize how much we need to let go of the burden of the past in order we can grow into our future and into our present freedom. So it's not been easy, but it's been done wonderful.
Yeah, it's interesting because one thing I've noticed about myself is like when I've gone through some different challenges, those traumatic events, in my life, that it's so hard while you're in it. But then once you've made it through that, that oftentimes you can look back and say, you know what, that was freaking hard, but I did it. I'm glad I went through that because I learned what I'm doing today. And I think that's what kind of like what you're referring to, right? When you're saying replace the old
Mhm.
burden, which those traumatic events are burdens that we can tend to carry around from
Exactly.
childhood all the way to our death. If we want, we get to choose to carry them or not. So how do we replacing an old burden with a new version of who we are?
Well, once you replace the old burden, it then helps you to step into the new version of you. It's not a replacement, it's walking away, like you're walking and you see there is a snake the other side of the street. You just run away and go the other side and you walk away from it to a better, safer environment. That's what it is. But carrying the burden of, oh, look what they've done to me. Oh, look what I had to go through. Yeah, it's painful. Yes, it's difficult. Nobody says it's easy, but how long do you want to stick to it and stay there? You become stale in it. How do you step out of it? And how do you turn that into this gold mine that because I went through this much of a problem and traumas, I decided to turn it around and find the gift in it, find the diamond in
Mm.
it, and then go and shine. And that's when you let go of the burden. You can hold on to it for as long as you want, but I just want to know, what would you achieve out of just going nuts and crazy and depressed?
Yeah, I know there was one word that I started recognizing that I was saying a lot, prior to going in through any sort of personal transformation journey, and that was well, it's two words, but I'll just say it's like hyphenated. Have to. I have to do this. I have to do that.
Hmm.
That right there that is a burden in itself, because we're burdening ourselves with the things that we
Exactly.
say we have to. In reality, how many of those things do we really have to do?
We don't have to do anything. We either say, I need to do
Yeah.
it, I have to do it. And you can change that, say, I get to do it.
Yeah.
It's so important. Words are so powerful. Like when you look at yourself in the mirror, you have a choice to say, oh my God, that looks so ugly. Oh, wow, look at my white hair. Oh, wow, look at the wrinkles that I'm getting. Rather than saying, thank you, hair, that you've been with me and now you're turning white. Thank you, these wrinkles that they are on my face and my neck. They've been my best friend. They've been my best company. They have been with me through my life to be where I am. I am grateful for this deep line on my face. They have pulled me through. I don't want to look like 20 when I'm 66 years old. It's just how you change the words,
Yeah.
how you unburden yourself.
That's so important. So important. I'm still on the fence about the whole wrinkle thing, but I'm getting there. Like I'm getting them. I'm getting them, and I'm adjusting as I'm getting them, and I'm grateful for every single one of them. There we go.
And if you don't get them, you're just going to be traumatized. So you might as well get them and love them.
Right? Like, yeah, maybe the other option is to not be here. So
Exactly.
I'd rather be here with wrinkles than not be here. I got so many things I want to do, while I'm here, that I'm not ready to go yet. I'm not ready.
Yeah.
So how did you become Fari Transformation? What was the journey to becoming, named that? Because I love the name. I love the name. Just like Linda Sunshine is not my given name, but there's a story behind it. What's your story behind Fari
It's
Transformation?
all those transformation that I had to go through in life, and I had to witness myself. Is the core of your being. We always in life, we're going, 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 doing, 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 but we never ever stop to acknowledge who we truly are becoming. And when you stop and you take a deep breath and you say, who am I being in this moment? Where was I? Where am I now? Is to step into a true self, is that core of being when you are. And when I look back at myself and I say, wow, from that very angry soul that I was, blaming the entire world. I mean, I
Yeah.
breathed anger, I ate anger, I drank anger. Anger was my best friend because it was comforting for me to yell and scream and be mad at everybody and tell everybody. But as I learned and as I grew, I've always been into spirituality, even at the peak of my anger. And I feel like my
Mm.
spirituality was wanting me to go through the anger and watching my growth at some point to step out of it, to tell me,
Mm.
been there, that's enough. Now find the true Fari inside this anger and frustration. And as I have been learning in life and stepping into my love from anger, stepping into my little bit of patience from being impatient and being like all the time on the go like a crazy woman, stepping away from who I have been, being the judgmental person that I've been, into becoming number one, to learn about it and then learn to forgive myself for it and becoming to a loving person. And I loved what Mahatma Gandhi says. I say says because I don't think he's ever gone. Um, if you want to see the change in the world, be the change. And
Mhm.
I always wanted to see the change, but I realized the change has to start from me. And I cannot sit and say why this one says that way, why the other one behaves that way. Everybody that says anything that I don't like, I had to learn that they are giving me some message about me that I don't like, and they are mirroring me. What is the lesson that I'm learning? That was the time that my transformation happened. But that's when I saw all that information that I'm getting from everyone that creates the anger for me. All that information is also creating the transformation for me.
Mm.
And that's what I tap into, and I help my clients to transform themselves from where they are or where they've been or where they want to go. Is a matter of creating with the individual, is a matter of creation.
Yeah, that's so beautiful. Congratulations on that. Not everybody gets to that point in their lives where they even want to, approach transformation. I got to
Mm.
tell you, for me, that was one of the hardest decisions and one of the best decisions I ever made was
Yeah.
to transform myself, to be open to it, just to even being open to it. And what you shared there reminded me of a situation that happened several years ago. I was interviewing stars on the red carpet, and I remember that very first star that I had the opportunity to interview. And when it was happening, I started to get this little bit of nervousness that was coming over me. And I'm like, okay, but I did it. I made it through that first interview. And I was like, I did it. And then now I felt like I belonged there because you were talking about that a little bit. And so I remember it was that moment that I recognized that in the past that I
Mhm.
would see, people who were interviewing people on the red carpet, I would see them as like those people. They do stuff like that. That's not anything I could ever do. Or some of these different things in life. Like that's something that is reserved for them. It's
Yeah.
not for me. It was that moment that I said, you're going to love this, that I have become those people.
Yes.
I had become
Yes.
those people.
Yes.
Amazing, right?
It's
So much fun.
incredible how much I watch my thoughts. How much, it's something else when you say forgiveness is opposite of judgment. And then when I'm
Mm.
looking at somebody else, because I've been a fitness trainer and all that, looking at people's body is just my job. But part of it being my job, I'm looking at them and all that. You can't help it as a trainer. Well, why is she letting herself go to be this size? Why is he having a big belly? Why is he doing that? And I just thought, I catch myself. Are you judging? Are you criticizing? Is it any of your business? Where is this thought taking you? And I immediately stop myself and I say, I forgive me because I want to be the love. But you have to work on yourself 24/7.
Yeah.
Literally, conversation with anyone, you have to be present to be your own, like chaperone. Watch somebody has within you, watch you, what you say, how you behave, and what you get out of it. That is called getting the information from the outside and turning it into a transformation. And then now step into the freedom. And that
Yeah.
is a lot to do with the relationships.
I think being judgment free, this is something that I've worked on really hard. I won't say I am completely judgment free because I'm a human being. There are judgments. And so just like you said, that's when I have to catch myself and then decide what I'm going to do with it. But I think that having that striving for becoming judgment free, that is a freedom that we have that, within ourselves,
Right.
because oftentimes the judgment is of ourselves, but we're externalizing it to other people, but really we have our own judgment about ourselves. So gives me that opportunity to check in with myself and see like what's going on with me. Why am I feeling this way? What brought that judgment on, right? Like you said, mentioned
Yeah,
information, because we utilize the external information to be able to make the internal transformation. That's what you said?
exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The information. If you're shut down and you're all the time busy believing it's only your way or a highway and you know it all, you're not allowing any information to come in for you to start questioning yourself. Where am I in
Yeah.
life? When you open yourself and you say, I'm open to receive, and I'm open to expand my horizons, and I am open to become a better version of me. Okay, universe, show me the way. And you're actually open. And then you all of a sudden start seeing everything that you never noticed before because you were busy being within your own wall of being judgmental. Once you open yourself and you see and you hear everything, and you just keep on, one, stop yourself, two, stop yourself, three, you stop, and you say, wow, it has nothing to do with me. Why am I talking that way? Why am I judging somebody? So instead of blaming yourself, you say why, and then you say, okay, it's time to forgive me. And next, and next. And is it easy? No. Is it impossible? No. Is it rejuvenating? 1000%.
Yeah.
Then you step to the new version of you.
You know, it's funny because the things you're mentioning are just bringing up these different things that have happened in my life, and I think you'll love this one too. One day I decided, out of the blue, I decided that I'm open, because you just mentioned open, right? I am open to all criticism. Oh boy, that was a toughie, because I was like, it hit me hard because somebody criticized me to my face. And what I loved about that, because since I had opened myself up to all criticism, when the
Mhm.
criticism came, it didn't hurt me because I had an open mind to it.
Mm.
And when the criticism, it was literally like it was in my face, literally. And when that criticism came,
Mhm.
I thanked the person for bringing
Right.
it to me, because it was something that I could now look at from a realistic point of view and see if it was something that I believe about myself to be true. And if it's something that I believe about myself to be true, then I get to decide, what am I going to do with that information?
Right, right,
Am I going to keep
exactly.
going, or am I going to make a transformation?
And that's the
Right.
beauty of it. That's where right there is where the growth is. But as I
Yeah.
said, is it easy? Absolutely not.
Oh
But
my gosh. No.
look where we are in life, and we're not like 15 and 20 years old. We've lived many decades, and we've been accumulating all these negativities and all this judgmental behavior within us. Now we're trying to take this one after the other one, off this shoulder, after that shoulder, and it's not easy, but it's fabulous. Once
Yeah.
you open yourself and say, I'm open to receive, I'm open to see my judgmental mentality, and start dropping all of this down. And that's where the
Yeah.
freedom comes.
That's for sure, right? Because you're releasing that armor. You're taking your armor off and opening yourself up to possibilities. I was looking for a note that I made yesterday, because there was something I said. Oh, I said, because you know how they talk about, you're peeling the onion, like you're
Yes.
peeling off the layers of the onion. And I said yesterday, I wrote it down. I said, there's an onion inside of my onion, because once I peel down all the layers, there's another onion sitting there waiting to be opened up and peeled. Because it's like, that's what transformation is all about. Like, if you're
It's a
open
never
to,
ending. It's
it's
a never
never ending.
ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's another onion inside of that onion. I guarantee you.
Exactly. And 100%. The more I learn about me, my God, the more I realize how much I don't know and how much more I
Yes.
need to fix about me. A quick story: we play pickleball a lot here, and there are a couple of people here. They really used to get on my nerve, like to the point that I said I don't want to play with them. When they're in the court, I won't go to the court. And I was sitting there watching everybody playing, and just this thought came to me. I said, "What is it about this person that you're so much not liking, that you don't want to play and you're sitting outside?" And it was this sound and this voice came to my head. He is mirroring you. Do you get it? You want to
Mhm.
learn and grow. He is teaching you something about you, and you don't like it. If you don't like it to see in him, fix yourself. And I dropped it. I've dropped it completely. And I just thought, who am I to judge?
Yeah.
Again, another thing, forgive me, you know.
That's big, right? Because you got ooh, like those little slaps in the face that sometimes we need to get us back
Absolutely.
on track.
They're not very
Well, you
small. They're not that little of a slap. They're painful.
that's true. It's like, I know we don't want those.
It's more of a
They're
punch in the face.
yeah. Well, and fortunately, those are metaphorical slaps in the face. We
Yeah,
don't want those other kinds, right? So, gosh, we're already out of time. I can't. I knew this was going to happen, Fari, because you and I could literally talk for days.
exactly.
So, but you're talking about the book Unstoppable: Female Entrepreneurs Living Fearlessly. Go get your copy of the book, as well as we have some gifts over there from the authors. Go to actiontakerspublishing.com/unstoppable. And Fari, why don't you share with the audience, like, what is one thing that you would like them to take away from reading this book?
I've seen so many people. I'm so blessed to have a chapter in this, and it's my first chapter writing ever. And
Yay!
thank you for helping me on that. That I'm so excited about. And I never ever thought I'd be writing anything, but when you talked to me and you said about Unstoppable, and I heard about a few of these ladies that they're in there, I just realized it's life is all about a choice. Choices we make constantly in life. Do you want to stop and sit and feel sorry for yourself? Or do you want to break all the blocks on your way in a pleasant way, not by taking anybody else's right, and step out of your comfort zone and reach out and get more than what you could possibly think is available to you? And literally step into that powerful phrase that it says unstoppable and go above it all. And if you are ready for that, then sure, get the book, read it. All the chapters are encouraging to show you a bunch of wonderful ladies in there stepping out of their comfort zone, going through what they've gone through, and being where they are in life, included myself. And we're talking out of experience, we're talking out of what we've gone through in life. And we've seen the light at the end of the tunnel and not wanting to stop, because stopping has never been an option for me from very, very early in life. And to achieve your goals, we always need help. We always need somebody
Yeah.
who lift us up. Have always have help. I don't mean therapist, but I'm talking about everything that I wanted to do in life. I got someone to help me, and then later on it turned to have coaches. At this present moment, I have two coaches. That they help me in life with my business, with everything, and we all need each other to lift each other up, to help us to step out of our comfort zone and become unstoppable. That's why
Yeah.
I say life is all about the choices, and don't slow down and don't stop. Step out. And the only way through the difficulties is to walk through it. Go walk through the fire and come out the other side and see how brightly you come out and how well you shine. I have.
Yep. And yep. I love that. Thanks for sharing that and having somebody to help you through that. I have coaches still. I started off with coaches, having coaches now still. You
100%.
can connect with Fari at Fari Transformation, and that's Fari transformation.com, faritransformation.com. And Fari, what kind of work are you doing right now that you can help people? I know you mentioned, that's what I do for people, but why don't you just share with us, like, who's somebody that can really benefit from your services?
Yeah, I am. Thanks for asking that. I'm a transformational relationship coach. And when it comes to relationship, I don't mean relationship just a man to a woman or to somebody else. The relationship has to start from yourself. Is that how you start learning about you, accepting yourself, stepping out of the comfort zone? And I always say, your past traumas are really only a life lessons, and don't look at it as a life sentence.
Yeah.
And when you learn how to use the past challenges, past boundaries, past traumas, all of it, When you learn from them, it's a life lesson and not a life sentence. And to learn from it and step out of it is when I come in and I guide you and I teach you the way to learn and have a better relationship and respect and love yourself and forgive yourself better. So now you can become a better mother, better father, better boss, better employee, better husband, wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, sister, brother. It all starts from self. And that's what I am called for, a transformational relationship, as I have to go
Awesome.
through it myself.
Yes, don't we all? Don't we all? I love that. I want to thank you for being part of this book. You know, if you're over on YouTube, or if you're not on YouTube, go over to YouTube and subscribe to our channel, Action Takers Publishing. We have a lot of different interviews over there, different things that we teach over there as well in relation to, you know, writing a book, getting your message out there. So go check us out. Again, you can get a copy of the book, Unstoppable Female Entrepreneurs Living Fearlessly, by going to actiontakerspublishing.com/unstoppable. And then we will see you soon for the next interview. Fari, thanks so much for being part of
Thank
this, for
you.
sharing your message. Thank you so
Blessings
much.
to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi there, my name is Jackie Mott, and I am the author of Believe All Things Are Possible. And I'm a little bit blown away because Linda has just informed me that I am now a #1 international best-selling author, and I don't know how it happened. So I just want to say thank you, Linda. I just want to say thank you so much. Linda has been so instrumental in making this happen. I mean, obviously I wrote the book, but she's so good at what she does, and she's made it easy. She's made it easy to get this out into the world, and I am so blown away right now. I don't know what she does. I don't know how she does it, but this lady is brilliant and worth all of it, everything. Again, I mean, it takes a lot to make me speechless. It really does take a lot to make me not able to talk very well. So, #1 international best-selling, and now, right as of this moment, in 12 different categories. Linda, Action Takers Publishing, absolutely worth working with. She has been amazing. She has held my hand. She has helped me. She has supported me as I've gone through the bumps of getting this done. And now look what's happened. Look what's happened. I'm so excited. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Linda.